And we are back here on White Mountain State with good friend Susan Beane. So glad to see you,
yes,
because I haven't seen you in way too long. So you are here
Agreed.
wearing a different hat today than I have in the past. Development Associate with the Saco Valley Land Trust.
Yes.
So how long have you been with this great organization?
And it's true. It's great. I've been there for 3 months now.
Great. Well,
and
wonderful.
I kept saying before, when I was fortunate to work for Tin Mountain Conservation Center for years, I'm like, oh, I work for the 2 best nonprofits in the Valley, and now,
You've expanded
smack me
your
down.
umbrella.
This is a wonderful organization. It's small, it's young, it's 15 years old, and I have an opportunity as they're growing to grow with them. So
wonderful. Well,
nice.
Congratulations on that move. And
Thanks.
I've always been impressed by the good work that you've done, no matter what organization that you've been associated with.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the Saco Valley Land Trust, because our own producer Hans was talking about the great work that organizations like this do across the valley. That a lot of people come to visit, and all these beautiful places that you see, someone's fought to keep those beautiful places open and available and as you see them. It's not usually a natural thing that just happened to be there.
Right.
It's people like the Saco Valley Land Trust, they fought to keep these lands open.
And the Land Trust exists to be able to save and preserve these vistas, these lands, waterways, river's edge and frontage, for all of us who live here and all the visitors come year after year. And Hans is right. It was just so good to hear him speak earlier, because these scenes don't just happen. The scenic vistas don't just exist in these days by chance.
Right. Someone's worked hard to preserve those for everybody.
Right. And the Land Trust, with support of the community and business partners, has been able to do that. And only 15 years old, they've conserved over 15,000 acres and 10 miles of river frontage.
Wow. So we're talking river, we're talking forest, we're talking farmland,
woodland.
all these things.
Yep.
Woodlands, and they've done it with the help of businesses, and we want to talk about that. But there's also an easy way that folks can contribute. You talked about contribute to place. It's like $1.
Oh my gosh. This is a great program that started a few years ago from the Maine Land Trust Network. And it is such a simple concept, and it's probably one of the the best ways, I should say, for businesses to help conserve lands locally. Because what they do is they provide an opportunity for all the visitors who come up here to be able to donate $1 toward conservation. And how simple is that? It's $1.
Right.
Cafe Noche does it. Tom Kugel adds a $1 line item that says Upper Saco Valley Land Trust.
Really? Oh.
Attitash does it.
That's great.
And they've been doing it for years, and they just add $1. And it's something that Tom and I were talking the other day, when we go traveling and we're on vacation, it's like, $1. My God, I drink like 5 times of that in coffee in a day.
Right.
So it's a minuscule thing. Though these are the people who come back year after year, generation after generation, because of what Hans was describing as those beautiful vistas that don't exist on their own anymore. They need someone like the Upper Saco Valley Land Trust to conserve it.
Absolutely. So businesses can contact the Saco Valley Land Trust and get in on this program, find out all the details about how to give.
Yep.
How do they do that? Best online, a phone call?
Best online, whatever works for you, I would say works for us, because then I'll have a chance to come over and talk with you. The Ragged Mountain has been doing it for years. And it's great because the business that deals with the tourists coming into the valley, who allow our economy to keep going.
Absolutely.
And they're the fuel. They're only charging $1. But over time, like when I went to visit Cafe Noche the other day, I said, Tom, I don't think you realize, through your help to contribute to place, you've contributed through the tourists and their donations over $38,000.
What?
And he goes, you know what? I knew at the beginning that this program worked right off the bat, because as soon as he signed up for Contribute to Place as a business partner, he said, I noticed the Land Trust was then able to hire an executive director.
Ah, great.
And soon after that, 3 years ago, the amount of land that was getting conserved and projects and people coming to the land trust to put their land in conservation easement sprung up. Oh my gosh, the last 3 years.
So it's a direct, you can see direct improvement through
and to
contributions.
hear it from him,
Yeah.
right? And it's allowing the tourists and visitors to be able to preserve the places they come up and love year after year.
Wonderful. Okay.
It's such a great project.
So there's many areas around here that the Saco Valley Land Trust has been instrumental in starting to protect and protect for years. So they've been around for 15 years. Now, one of the series I want to talk to you about is the Easement Exploration Series. Now,
Yes.
this is something in, well, I'll let you describe it. Go ahead.
Well, the Easement Exploration Series is supported in part by the Goldberg Charitable Foundation and the Pequawket Foundation, so local, pretty local. And not all of us have an opportunity. We don't drive by lands and go, well, look, that looks like it's a conserved piece, or there's not a lot of roadside signage that says conserved by the Land Trust. So this is an opportunity for members and people, visitors, and community members who are just interested to actually go and see the lands that have been preserved. So we have probably 8 or 10 programs a year.
Great.
Which takes people out throughout the year to go to like Foss Mountain blueberry picking. What a great project that was. That's part of our visual landscape. And if that was ever sold off so that condos could be built on there,
That would be a shame.
that would be something that would change our view, and you don't realize how much you appreciate it until it's gone. So we sort of jump ahead.
Foss Mountain is wonderful.
Foss Mountain's beautiful. Mount Surprise up here in the village.
Right on the end of Kearsarge.
That was a great project and fast because the neighborhood members and the community knew that this is something that they wanted to conserve, and that was a very speedy project.
Wonderful.
Now it's there for everyone. As years ago when the inns had walking trails over there because they knew how important it was, now we can reclaim, clear off some view, and the community member has access to it.
And now this series that you have, you mentioned the Easement Exploration Series. It's in coordination with the Great Maine Outdoor Weekend coming up on September 26th and 27th. And I love the title of where you guys are going, the Silver Maple Floodplains. Sounds gorgeous. Love
is.
silver maples.
It is, and it's a nice quiet part of the paddling trip. We're going to start at Lovewell Pond, and we're going on Sunday. If there's an opportunity, another organization, I think this is where I need my specs.
Yeah, that's all right. Go for it. We have matching specs, so I understand.
I was told to get these before I came. So I believe it is Loon Echo Land Trust is having a paddle on Saturday. So if Sunday doesn't work for you to join the Land Trust, Loon Echo will be doing theirs on Saturday.
Great.
But the Upper Saco Valley Land Trust will start at Lovewell Pond, meander along the Saco, going in with a destination of Brownfield.
Okay.
But we'll be going through the Silver Maple floodplain, and it's just quiet and it's open
Probably
underneath
a good
the canopy.
opportunity for wildlife viewing as well as silver maples, which are just outstanding. So how do they get, there must be limited spots, or how do they get involved, like if folks want to take this tour?
Well, one of our business partners, the Woodland Acres, has provided the support via canoe, kayak, and transport.
Great.
So we have a maximum, but I'd say call up. We'll find out what our max is because we're tapping into Woodland Acres' gracious partnership.
Okay, why don't you give them a phone number then, and we can get them started on their way.
Well, if you want to meander along the floodplains, and you don't have a kayak or canoe, or you do, it doesn't matter. You can join us, and the number is 356-9683. You can go online as well and look under events, and it's the Easement Exploration Series. And this allows us to have a different perspective on some of the lands that we've conserved in the valley.
Okay, wonderful. We're actually taking a look at your website right now on the screen. And so folks, there you can find more information about all the preservation lands that the Saco Valley Land Trust is working on, and then take a look at that tour, and maybe on September 26th and 27th you can join.
Yes, and I think as Hans, you're going through the website, on the front page or the home page, there's a map It's really nicely done because you can see all the lands that the Land Trust has conserved thus far, and you can have a listing down on the right with hyperlinks of the name of the properties, which I am so sure that if you look at a couple, you're going to see either I'm in a butter or I've walked there before, and you can see just how much work they've done.
Awesome. Well, Susan, thank you so much for your good work.
Well,
and awesome. I'm glad to have you
us.
back on the show. Saco Valley Land Trust, again, they're having an event that you can participate in, a little canoe kayak into the Silver Maple floodplains. You can find out more about that organization. Can you give the website one more time?
It is the acronym U.S.V.L.T.org for the Upper Saco Valley Land Trust, and we love to have new people join us all the time.
Awesome. Susan, great to see you.
Yeah, thanks so much,
all right,
Kelly.
folks, we'll be back. We have a lot of Watch a Wind to do, and of course the weather for the Mount Washington Valley, so don't go away.